Hey guys, what is going on tonight? Are y'all having a great day? I hope y'all are having, I guess, a great night, not a great day. How y'all doing today? Hey Danny, hey Parker, hey April, hey Emma. How y'all doing tonight? Tonight, I'm 22 and I don't have a bedtime. That's awesome. Tonight, I want to talk to you guys about being a new travel vlogger. You know, on this channel, I like to talk about, we're all about building a stronger family bond with your kids. And one of the best ways that I believe in doing that is through traveling. And to be able to show you guys how we travel, you have to start off somewhere. So I'm assuming you're a new travel vlogger. We just happen to be in the family space. So with new travel vlogging, and being a new travel vlogger, you're probably thinking, well, I don't have enough money to travel. I don't have the resources to be able to go to these different places and capture all these cool things. Well, and I've talked about this before, and it's just a matter of working your way out. That's kind of the process that we've used. So first of all, we started off, taught them through a rap song once. How do you teach your kids about calling 911? I think that's for a different live stream. But that's just one of those things you just got to teach them, I guess. Um, but with going back to the getting started with travel vlogging, one thing you want to do is whenever you're just getting started, look at what you have around you that you can go and do. I live in Lafayette, Louisiana. So I look at what kind of activities I can do in Lafayette. One, that are hopefully free, maybe some free activities that I could go vlog about, and then I'll make sure to do all the metadata correctly on the video so that those search queries, I show up in Lafayette for those particular things that hopefully people are looking for to do in Lafayette. Another great search query that you could search for is just things to do in Lafayette or things to do in Louisiana. It's another great way just to kind of, find that niche down. You're going to niche down first really, really small and kind of hone your skill in the area that you are living in. So with us, we started Lafayette, Louisiana, and I mean, I'd go and pick up it's a brochure basically that the tourism board puts out, and it has throughout the entire year every festival going on in Lafayette, Louisiana, and the surrounding areas, like the Acadiana area. And it's just a matter of taking the time, stopping at your local tourism board. Every city has one, even the small towns that you might be from. You can go and pick up one. It's a kind of travel guide type of thing. I look for these calendar of festivals or calendar of events type of thing. And then from there, I kind of plan out. I'm like, okay, I want to hit up this one and this one and this one and this one. I kind of make like a list. And then, those are the events that I'm going to make videos about. And so, I start very locally. And then I also pick out the ones that are free. And I'm like, okay, if this is a free festival, definitely check off, definitely check off, definitely check off. If this is in Lafayette, like in my city and free, those are like must do. Then outside of that, I'll look at the free ones that are maybe a town away or so. Maybe it takes like a 30-minute drive or an hour drive to get to. And I'll go do some of those. Another great thing you can do is find hiking trails if you're into hiking and getting outside. You can use your metadata on your videos to highlight those particular types of places. So people searching for like hiking in Louisiana, hiking in Baton Rouge, hiking in Lafayette, hiking, outdoor things to do in Louisiana. Those are great videos that you guys can make, and you just go and you highlight the place that you're at. Show your different surroundings. Talk to them about what you're doing, where you're at, what did you bring with you. Talk about maybe what you're going to do for lunch, if you brought a lunch, if you plan on stopping your hike and going to get something to eat. But hopefully, since you're new, you're probably doing this on a budget. So, it may just be, hey, I brought some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, that type of thing. Maybe if you have a backpack, you can talk about your backpack. That's another thing, being a new travel vlogger, is you don't have to necessarily be traveling. You can make videos about travel, about the essentials that you have for travel. So, like, for Father's Day one year, I got an Offspring backpack, which I love. It's a little day pack hiking bag, and you've probably seen it with my Instagram account. You'll probably see me with it. I always have it whenever we go hiking, or you may see it in some vlogs, or whenever we go camping, that type of thing. It's a great backpack that I really like, and I can make a video. I've done that. I've made a review video about that backpack. Talk about how I like it, lifetime warranty, how well it holds up, how big the thing is, and all that type of stuff. That's one way that you can kind of get into that scene. Maybe you have a favorite suitcase that you want, or maybe you went to a place and you want to talk about it after the fact. Maybe you stayed in an Airbnb in the past and you want to go back and talk about that. Hey, Jabbar MacLeod, how's it going? So those are just some great ways that you can do travel videos as a new travel vlogger just getting started. Now, if you're getting into the travel scene and you already have traveled somewhere and hopefully you've taken some video of that, you can splice that together. That might be your first travel video, and then you can go back and maybe go on a live stream and talk about how it was, a story from those experiences, from those travel experiences. That could be a lot of fun. Coming on and talking about how you're trying to become a travel vlogger. That's kind of what we're doing right now. We've done some traveling, but we can't do it full time yet. So I come on here and I kind of hopefully teach you guys about what we're doing and how we're trying to get this ball rolling for us. So that's some new ideas for being a new travel vlogger. Now, another thing that you want to make sure, first of all, that you have in place. That's okay, Darius. How's it going? Is if you're getting into the travel vlogging scene, you probably want a blog, or something like that, where you can, like we have ours, lanevids.com, where we've highlighted some of our travel adventures. Now, you may not have any travel adventures yet, but maybe you have some pictures from travels a long time ago. You could write up some blog posts about that. You can do some Instagram stuff with some old pictures there. You could, like I said earlier, talk about some of the trips that you've already taken on a live stream. Just kind of piecing what you have together. That's what you want to do. Is you want to take little bits from here, little bits from there, whether it's old or new, and kind of make your own world around the idea of you as a traveler out there. So you want to make sure that you also have all your social media stuff in place. So make sure you have that Twitter, that Facebook, that Instagram. If you want to do Snapchat, YouTube, all those types of stuff. You want to make sure that you have all those types of things in play as well, so that you can utilize those as you become more proficient with your traveling. A podcast, Parker, yes, that's another great tactic that you can use, is to start a podcast. Maybe it doesn't even have to be about traveling. It can be about whatever you like to do. Don't forget to obey security rules, even though security isn't fun. It's there for a reason. That's true. Whenever you're traveling, you want to make sure that you're on, you go through security correctly. Make sure you don't bring the wrong stuff. If you're going on an airplane, that's kind of a whole different podcast. I'm kind of talking about, what to do with the video and the pictures that you collect. Another thing you can do, I talk about coming live on YouTube, doing live streams, talking about your adventures and all that kind of stuff. You could easily take that and turn it into a podcast if you want to go that route. That's actually something that I've thought about doing, is taking these live streams that I do and maybe starting a podcast with them as well, because that's just another way that you can hopefully find more people to follow your adventures. Now, the reason why you want to get all this together is because people want to see you as a hub for being able to do the certain kind of travel that you're going to do, whatever it is. For us right now, it's family travel, mainly dealing with like outdoors type stuff. So, so with that, we have our blog set up, we have our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, we have all that. I do the YouTube videos, so I can take all that, kind of package it together, and I can go out to brands and say, hey, look, I've got this many people watching these videos about traveling. They're tuned in, they're engaged with us. This is the engagement on, say, Instagram or Twitter or whatever. And be like, will you let me stay a night or two? I'll make a video and promote your particular property, your campsite, it can be just a product if you want to. And that's another way that you can start building a repertoire for all the sponsorships that you can do in the future. At first, they may just be free, but later on down the line, you can get them to where you're getting the product or the service for free, and they're also paying you on the back end. That's another way that you can do it. It's just a matter of starting, one, so that people know that you're there, and hopefully you'll start to rank for certain travel keywords. And then after that, you can start reaching out to some of these companies and seeing if they're interested in having you work with them, hopefully to bring some value to them. There are places that filming is not allowed. Obey filming protocol. Very true. Very true. You want to make sure that you do. Although there is kind of in the filmmaking rule, there's kind of this thing. It's probably not the most legit, but it's get the shot and then worry about precautions. I learned that from Robert Rodriguez, and it's kind of one of those things where if you go and you ask someone and they tell you no, you can't do that, then you're never going to get the shot. But if you go in, get the shot, and then they're like, hey, you can't do that, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. You still got the shot. So you might be able to use something there. Yeah, I know casinos are one particular aspect of that. We usually take my wife's grandfather to the casino every now and again. Whenever I go, I make sure to just bring my little GoPro session because it's very inconspicuous. And, for some reason, I honestly don't know why casinos don't like having cameras in there and that type of stuff. Queen Jules in Edinburgh, they got told no pictures. Okay, sorry. See, yeah, you got the picture. I can't travel due to rain, and I can't remember how to make money. Rain shouldn't hold you back from your travels. If we were to stop because of rain, then we just, that's a ridiculous reason not to travel. You should, you can put on a raincoat, grab an umbrella, and you get out there and go do the dang thing. Never let rain stop you. Whenever it comes to money, it's just a matter of funding it however you can, whether it's selling stuff on eBay, on Craigslist, having a garage sale, which I've talked about in the past. I wrote an ebook about it if you guys care to check it out. I'll link it up in the cards and down in the description below about how to have a massive garage sale so that you can fund the things that you're passionate about. In our case, it's travel. You can get into investing if you go that route. You can just work your 9-to-5 job and save some money. It's just a matter of mitigating your expenses so that you have some left over at the end. But there's many different ways that you can make money online. It's just a matter of tapping into those and budgeting for it. By the way, down in the description below is the link to our Patreon. This stream is supported by the lovely people who support us over at Patreon. It's patreon.com/lanevids. If you guys want to join us on our travel adventures and be a part of the shiggity shankness we have going on over there, I would love it if you guys checked out our Patreon. You don't even have to do anything over there. I just love it if you went and checked it out just to see what we had to offer. Also, if you're going to be doing some shopping this holiday season, we have an Amazon affiliate link down in the description below. Basically, you click that link, you shop for whatever you want to shop for. You pay the same price. We just get a small cut of the money for sending you guys there. That's one of the ways that we make some money online to be able to fund our adventures. So that is always very much appreciated whenever you guys do that. There's also a link down below if you just want to support the show with a one-time donation, or there's some merch down below. That's always appreciated as well. By the way, another way that you guys can support the show, but not monetarily, is through your time. You may be asking, Lane, how can I support you with time? Giving my time. What can I do for you? Most people don't think about this, but closed captions are a big deal on YouTube to get discovered more. So down in the description below, I'll put some links to where you guys can help closed caption our videos. That's putting in subtitles on our videos so that hopefully they get shown in search more, but more importantly, honestly, so that people who can't hear, deaf people, will be able to watch our videos and be able to get this great information that I'm sharing with you guys so that they can hopefully become maybe the deaf travel vlogger. You know, that could be a thing. Getting a deaf person's perspective on that. And they just, you know, we're looking for a video on how to get started, and here it is. So if you guys want to do some of that, I'll put a link down. I haven't done it yet if you're live right now, but during the replay, if you're watching this on the replay, down in the description below, I'll put a link to where you guys can help us out with some captions if you guys want to do that. Also, it's great for YouTube search, for deaf people to be able to watch our videos and understand it better, and for the people who have a video going, but they don't have the means of having headphones, and they're in their bed next to their spouse, and they don't want to wake up their spouse, so they may need to turn on captions so they can read everything that I'm saying. That's another great aspect of closed captions. So I'd love it if you guys felt the want to help me out there. That would be super awesome. Let's see, another tip, I guess you could say, for being a new vlogger, besides, you know, just talking about your experiences and utilizing some of your old footage or your old pictures. Another thing you can do is, if you just have old pictures, you don't have video, you can come on you know, creating a video, and your visual, it could be you talking like we're talking now, but maybe you know, put a picture up on the screen of whatever you're talking about in the video. Tell a story. That's what you want to do. You want to tell a story about, like if you look at my Draw My Life video, a lot of it was based around you know, me getting into traveling as a kid, traveling with my family. And I can remember one point we went to California, and I talked about how I went parasailing for the first time. And I have a picture that I put up there, and I use that in my video. I use the other medias that I have in my video. Another thing that we have is my wife used to make scrapbooks a lot, so we have a bunch of scrapbooks. And so I utilize that in those videos as well, so that you guys can get a better feel for what it was like and what it looked like, and you know, how the day was, what I looked like being that that young and whatnot. Hey, Input, how's it going? Chandler, awesome. Glad to have you back here, Chandler. Awesome. He's pawning my iPhone. Who's pawning? Rory really likes your voice, Lane. He's pawing at the phone. Hey, Rory. If y'all don't know, Rory is Emma's cat. Money is an asset. Money is more of a tool. And then you use that tool to buy assets, and then an asset is something that puts money into your pocket. So if you get into investing, you might learn a little bit more about that. Any do live streams on games? I do that on my gaming channel, youtube.com/lanevidsgames. So let's see. In being a new vlogging, travel vlogger, another thing you can do is talk about like different styles of travel that you've done. You know, maybe you've done some family travel. Maybe you've done a road trip. Maybe you've done a road trip with friends. What you can do is go into YouTube, start typing in like road trip or road trip with, and then press the space bar. See what populates underneath that. So you probably have like road trip with friends, road trip with kids, road trip with husband, road trip with wife. I don't know what they are. I haven't looked at it in a while. But those are all great video ideas that you can do. You could come on, make a video about a road trip that you had with your friend, or about a road trip that you took with kids, how to do a road trip with kids, you know, games to play on a road trip with kids, or road trip with kids games, that type of stuff. So use those you can use your search bar on YouTube to kind of focus in on what to do videos about. It's another great tactic for you guys just starting as a travel vlogger and trying to niche down. find out what's actually working there, and then start creating some videos. They could do travel around their own city, places, and ideas for trip. That's right. I think in the past I've talked about TripAdvisor. Getting on TripAdvisor, looking at what the top things to do in your city are, and go hit up all those things, especially if they're free. That's like the best tip that I have for you, because starting off as a vlogger, you may not have that money. You may have some money, I don't know. But if you have no money, you go and you do those free things first. You start building this video library. Hopefully you start getting a little bit of money going in. Maybe you start doing some affiliate deals on Amazon. You know, that book sack that I talk about, you know, you do a review of it, put a link down in the description to Amazon, and then if somebody buys that book sack via Amazon, you get a small cut of that. You get a small piece of the money there. So and then you can take that money, put it aside for your travels. So it's just a matter of, again, finding those different ways that you can make money in the travel realm. Travel doesn't have to cost a lot of money, Darius. It really doesn't. I mean, I can go, what I consider traveling is in my city going to a festival that's unique to the culture here that I want to highlight in a travel vlog. I've done that before. I've gone to Festival International. I've gone to Festival Acadiens. I've gone to the St. Martinville, what was it called? Festival of the Acadians, I think it was called. And there's all these little things that you can do in your area. You know, you can go to a local park, honestly. Maybe they're doing some kind of event at a park that you can cover. You know, just tapping into those resources. You might even be able to, once you start getting a little bit of something going, is go talk to someone at the tourism board in your local city and be like, hey, I've made some videos of all these different things in the city, you know, that you're in, that the tourism board is in, and they'd be like, oh, wow, this is great. We would love to put this on our website. And you say, oh, just go ahead and do it. You know, you can embed this video into your website, and y'all can work out a deal like that. And then hopefully people like the content. They're getting value from the content that you put out that they're finding on the website, and so the tourism board, and so the tourism board may come back to you and be like, okay, these people are really liking your videos that you're creating. They're keeping us on our website, which is what we want. Can we hire you to make a video about this thing, or can we work together to do a sponsored deal with the tourism board? That's kind of another tactic that you can do. I actually went, I can't remember when it was, but I went to our local tourism board and I mentioned that, and I'm dragging my feet getting the videos that I want done up onto their site. So whenever I get those videos done, I need to email them back. A lot of it's on the Funny Rats, and I want to move them over to the Lane Vids channel. Lane Vids is my journey towards the future. All right, you've got a future travel vlogger right there. Input. Are you a future travel vlogger? That'd be awesome, Chandler. Around your own city to make it cost efficient. Walking can be free too. That's right. Just taking a bus. I mean, it's a couple bucks to take a bus, and you can go and grab your phone. Everybody's got a phone. You can probably find a cheap camera at Goodwill. Doesn't have to be 1080p. I mean, obviously that would be nice, but you know, if you use what you have. Use what you have. You know, you can grab a camera from Goodwill, $5. Go to a garage sale, find a camera. There's usually one at a garage. Get on Craigslist. You could definitely find a good one for, I don't know, $20. Doesn't have to be HD. Like I said, doesn't have to be HD. You can probably get a GoPro. Then you take a bus. What, $2, $3? Go to the event, highlighting it, you know, taking your GoPro out, getting footage, doing the dang thing. Take the bus back, go edit the video, upload the video to your YouTube channel, and then just start promoting it. Send it to your mom, send it to your dad, send it to your friends, send it to the tourism board. Send it to the person who puts on the event that you went to. Hopefully next year they'll have you back, and they may want to do like some behind-the-scenes stuff. It's just a matter of thinking about how people can utilize what you're offering, how you can bring value to other people, so that you can get into that space more. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to open it up to some questions if you guys have questions. We got a few minutes here. Differing Likes, hey, how's it going? I enjoy videos of small town parades, usually something unique to the area in the parades. Nice, that's all. So like for us, Mardi Gras, huge thing. I've done some Mardi Gras videos in the past. They do really well, especially in Lafayette. We have a very family-friendly Mardi Gras here. So, you know, most people think Mardi Gras, they think New Orleans, they think kind of, you know, the drunken stupor that goes on over there. But there's a whole other aspect to Mardi Gras that people don't even realize. And, you know, we like to capture some of that here. There's one thing that I want to do. It's a traditional Mardi Gras. And a traditional Mardi Gras usually happens in Mamou, Louisiana. You probably guys, y'all probably never even heard of Mamou, Louisiana. But it's where they go around house to house getting ingredients to create a gumbo, and they chase a chicken on a horseback wearing these crazy Mardi Gras costumes. I would love to go and highlight that. That's one thing that I wanted to do last year, but for some reason or another, we just haven't been able to do that. And that's one thing that that's one travel thing, cultural thing that I want to do. Whenever we go on our road trips, we usually try to make a few different stops on the road trip so that I can do some vlogs about all those different places. Like whenever we went to Poverty Point, and then whenever we went to, we'd go to Arkansas and we'd go to all the different little places around there. We'd stop in Alexandria and go to just the city park there. I remember on our last road trip, I did a live stream from a park in Grayson, Louisiana. I just, you know, wanted to let you guys know road trip is starting. We're doing the dang thing. We're about to make some travel videos, that type of stuff. We stayed at the mansion, so I made a bunch of fun videos at a mansion, which that was one of the people that I contacted and be like, hey, I'm doing travel videos. Would you guys be interested in having me stay for a day or two so that we can highlight your property and things to do in the area? Same thing with the place that we stayed at in Hot Springs. It was that cabin. You know, we made a trip to Pitkin, Louisiana. That was actually a friend of the family who had a cabin out in the woods who let us stay there for free. Another great way that you can become, as a new travel vlogger, is to find people that you know, friends and family, who may live or have a place out of state or very, not in your city, but, you know, nearby that you can utilize. I've made a channel 4 years ago. It became quite successful. I made it towards 7,260 views, but a few years after my channel, I found out that I have a massive imagination in a building platform. Okay, cool, nice. I have a question. What is the worst restaurant experience while traveling? Honestly, I can't say that I've really had a bad restaurant experience. All the restaurants we usually look up just using Google Maps, and we look for good, you know, restaurants that have good ratings, and I can't say that I've ever had a bad restaurant experience. Usually whenever it comes to restaurants, we usually just eat out once a day, if even that. Sometimes we try to bring our own food so that we don't have that extra expense. But if we do, you know, we want to make sure we get something that's affordable. So we look at price, we look at the menu, and then we also look at the reviews to make sure that it's a good place, family friendly, good for kids, and that type of stuff. Again, we usually make a video about that restaurant because we know that people are going to be searching for that restaurant. And that makes another vlog right there, because another great aspect of travel vlogging is going to different restaurants and highlighting different restaurants and the food that you're eating while you're there. So just brings in more of the culture of the place, especially here in Louisiana. We have a lot here. So hopefully that answered some of you guys' questions. Thank you guys for coming. This is so much fun just to talk about travel and getting out there and doing the dang thing and getting started making those videos as a new travel vlogger and just ideas that you guys can do. Hopefully that helped you guys out. If you guys aren't following us yet, hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit the bell. That way you get notified of our videos. If you want to watch more of our videos, there's more here on the screen. If you're watching this on the replay, you can subscribe to our channel right here in the middle, the little circle right here. Just click that and hit subscribe. If you're not following us on the Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, we'd definitely appreciate that. Don't forget to check out our Patreon or use our Amazon link down in the description below. That is another way that we fund our travels. Thank you guys for watching. Thank y'all for coming to the live stream tonight. I definitely appreciate that. And thanks for being shiggity shank. Bye, Emma. Bye, Chandler. Bye, Parka. Bye, Darius. Oh, still screaming. Ah, stop.